EBT card declines after she takes a bite out of pizza.
This pizza really good. What? Come on. It's declining?
No, I think it might be locked.
No, it's not locked.
Try it again. It says something wrong.
Hold on. Yes, ma'am. I don't have it. Come on. Need another piece.
She purposely ate.
That's crazy. See, this is going to be a theme now. Playing games. There's a lot of people playing games because let's be honest. She knew that she didn't have what she needed on that card. And that was part of the strategy. And then we got to ask, why didn't you have what you needed on the card? It could be a plethora of reasons. It's a lot of people selling their stuff. So then they have to come up with those slick ways to still get what they want. And I wouldn't be surprised if she goes to 5 stores and does that. And I think that would probably equal up to like 2 slices. But I mean, it's just ultimately tacky, and it's reflecting poor on you. Listen, if you are genuinely poor, that doesn't mean that you have to have poor character as well. So just keep that in mind. But let's watch something else.
Girls that wham in a circle, even if you love make you jump like a hurdle. Girls that wham in a circle, even if you love make you jump like a hurdle. Girls that wham in a circle, even if you love make you jump like a hurdle. Even that motherfucker small, still throw that shit.
Take me through that, take me through that.
We going.
It's Nana pudding time.
You see, again, poor character. And you know what's crazy? Everybody's complaining every time something comes down, something sweeps down, regulation comes. But then we have to wonder, where did the regulation come from? How did it even get on anybody's radar? And ultimately, that's Exhibit A. You have a good situation, as you can see, full cart. Look at that cart. I went to the grocery store yesterday. I didn't even get a basket or a cart. I left with like 3 things. But how did it even get on people's radar for people to be upset? Obviously, because you're coming online, dancing, throwing it in people's faces who's actually funding it. And then you think that people aren't going to see a problem with that and they're not going to speak up and advocate against it. That's the reason why you have so much pushback. Things like this. And you really can't have anybody to blame but yourself at the end of the day.
Even if
Nana pudding time. But are we still talking about how Taz got $1,100 in food stamps? I mean, come on, y'all. I told you I got 5 children. Damn, that's good. Y'all want some? Because with them $1,100 in food stamps, I fed everybody. Which, by the way, somebody told me that was a crime. Good, baby. I know it. Y'all, Daddy Trump already turned the EBT back on. Why are we still talking about how much EBT Taz got? I actually got $1,300 in all. Once again, when my son dropped off, actually I took him out. Then I got $1,100. I told y'all I used to take snacks to the school and to the church. I done fed plenty of homeless folks. I done fed plenty children. My whole family and their friends. I wasn't selfish with my EBT. But why are y'all so mad? And one KKK member said, that's y'all reparations. Who would have knew that EBT brought the hateful shit out of everybody? You can judge me all day, but you don't know my story, baby. And neither do you.
How are you being philanthropic with things that didn't belong to you in the first place? Things that you had to go and basically say, hey, I can't take care of myself, so I need some additional support, right? The collective has to collectively support you in order just to make sure that you're straight. And then somehow you're siphoning that back out and trying to be philanthropic and help other people. No, get yourself together. And the best way that you can help everybody else is by getting yourself off of it. And maybe those people that you're having to go give your benefits to, maybe that would then open the door for them to get it. But we have to go ahead and fill our own glass first before we start trying to pour into other people. And again, like she said, I don't think that's legal either. That might be a little gray area, right? But because that's more of like an interpersonal thing. But regardless, when it comes to ethics, it's black and white. And that's not okay.
Care to know. You just know that I got $1,100 in EBT. But right now, I don't have anything. This food I have on this table right now, baby, I done had it since last month. I made sure I prepared so my children can have something to eat. I've been knowing how to stretch a meal since I was a child. So with my EBT I got, yes, I stretched. And I had plenty of food. So much food that I would give out. Cook and give out meals. Take snacks to the school. Everybody always had everything for the holidays. My children never had a holiday at school and came in there empty-handed. When it comes to a meal, mine gonna have one. And snacks too. Y'all can get mad all y'all want to. I don't.
Okay, well, if you're able to make it stretch out, then that means that we might need to dial back that 1100, right? Because ultimately, what that's conveying is that you have more than what you need. So then we need to dial that back and make an adjustment so that somebody else can get more of what they may need. There might be somebody else that might need more than 1100. But regardless, the country needs it. We need it back because we're at a deficit. And not only are we at a deficit, we're also in debt because those are two totally different things. There's one thing to be at debt and interest be accruing, but there's another thing to be at a deficit as well. Deficit. I'm referring to the fact that, let's just say, for easy numbers, the country makes 100, but we spend 150. So we're at a debt, we're in debt, but we're also at a deficit. So that means that that debt's getting bigger, not just from the interest, but also from the deficit.
Care. Folks depend on those EBT. Y'all keep talking about get a job, baby, I work. Because if I didn't work, we wouldn't be having nowhere to stay. If I was homeless, y'all wouldn't give a fuck. I'm struggling right now. I just know how to prepare for the worst. Rent due Monday, all these bills due next week. Baby, we gonna eat on this Thanksgiving food for probably the whole next week. But all y'all care about is, you got $1,100 in EBT? Y'all see me posting videos every day to help myself and my children. Y'all see my Pookies helping me on my GoFundMe, and my Amazon wish list, and my Cash App. No matter what Taz do, y'all will forever.
So she's getting funds from all these other places too? Okay, listen. She mentioned people getting at her about having the 1100 or whatever, right? I don't even want to address that argument. I don't even want to touch that because we don't even have to. Because the real question that we need to be asking is how do people know that you get 1100? Matter of fact, how do people even know that you're on food stamps? See, and that's the real key that we have to address because people shouldn't even be aware of that. That should be something that you're tucking close to the vest. And if we go back to my original point that I made earlier, people are coming online bragging, being braggadocious, and throwing it in people's face. And then they wonder why they not only get backlash, but then why certain rules and regulations are changing that's not in favor of what they were doing. And you know what's funny? What's funny is the majority of other people, if they're smart, should be upset with them as well. Because let's say if I'm doing something and I done found a cheat code in the system, that's my worst nightmare. People coming online exposing it, and ultimately, once I start seeing that, I know that the clock is ticking because people are being so ignorant and dumb, and they're bringing attention to it. They're flagging it. They're putting it on the radar. So understand, we wouldn't know any of your situation if you didn't come online and expose it for us to know it. So that's why you have these incoming problems. And see, what these people don't understand, she's coming on here admitting to being philanthropic with it and giving it out and helping other people. Y'all need to stop playing with the government. Because just because historically or even presently they don't choose to take any action, they always have that option. And once you come online admitting it, it's in the ether. We know about it. And that's not something hard to track and figure out and build a case against. But we'll leave it there. Like the video, also subscribe if you want to join the Legion. Cash App link below if you want to buy your boy iced coffee, tip the channel. And also feel free to join the Patreon where I post self-improvement content. Until then, I'll catch you in the next video.